Hey, I'm over this way. Hey, this is Sean Schroeder with Coastal Virginia Karate. I want to touch on two things. One is our punching concept. We are a Shorin-ryu based system, meaning we learned Kobayashi Shorin-ryu through an old association we were members of for a long, long time. We have since been exposed to many other styles, systems, and philosophies and concepts. Now, our core teaching system is the old style, the way we learned it, but we quickly start showing other ideas that we are exposed to. One such idea, normally we do this in a horse stance, but I'm going to do it here standing up. We would originally start punching from here in the hikite, and we'd punch. Boom, boom, boom. Now, the idea here, two knuckles out, in line with the solar plexus. We're always hold elbows down, pecs tight, lats tight, shoulders back and strong. And we do our exercises like this. Slow and fast, flexing and strong. Now, I was always told that Shorin-ryu is a natural system. In other words, everything we do should be natural to our body. Nothing should be forced. Nothing should hurt. It should be natural and relaxed. Our fighting stance is more of a natural position, more of a natural stance. We're not down real low, contrary to some popular beliefs. Lower is not necessarily stronger and faster. Lower is stronger, but not necessarily faster. So we're at a position in our stance where it's natural. Center of gravity is a place where we can easily control it, and we can move where we need to and transition as we need to without telegraphing too much, but we can flow quickly. So Shorin-ryu, way I have learned it, come to understand it, is not hard soft style, it's more soft hard style. Other systems are hard soft, we're more soft hard. So as we punch, our punches come in, and then we flex, and then we relax. We block, quick, flex, relax. Now, by relaxing, I don't mean we go totally limp like a wet spaghetti noodle, but we become more relaxed, so we're not fighting against our body. Now, with that said, let's go back to the punch. I was always taught elbow down, pecs tight, lats tight, posture up, punching, pushing from here. The intent was always on the hand. I started looking at old Western serials and I started seeing the train. The train go, do like this. The piston would pull back, push forward, pull back, push forward. I started imagining my punch being like this train, and bam, 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 bam. So this was a gearbox. And my spine is more like my drive shaft in a sense. It's keeping everything lined up, but in, out, boom. Now, the way I envisioned this mechanically was that this piston that was turning the wheel is being driven by the elbow going forward, the piston. If you're a gearhead like engines, you know pistons drive a car, unless, of course, you're driving an electric car, but no, not me. So you got the pistons going up and down, and it's on the drive shaft going up and down, bam, 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 and it's pushing up and down, up and down. Where you punch, it's no different. So we're driving. The intent is on the elbow and elbow back. Elbow, elbow, elbow. It's not the hand. Most people are thinking, push the hand out there, pull the hand back. Push the hand out there. We kind of teach it a little different. The intention and the focus is on the elbow. We're pushing the elbow out, flexing the hand, pulling back. Now you might notice that I have my hand this way. Again, coming back to the idea of a natural fluid movement in Shorin-ryu. If I'm punching this way, it's not natural. I feel like I want to throw my arm out, my shoulder up, and this is going to cause my body become misaligned, and I'm going to lose energy. Energy is going to go other directions, not where I want it to go, and I can pull muscles and hurt myself. But however, if I keep my hand this way, even at a slight angle, I still maintain that elbow down. Everything is locked in. I have a nice extension. So if I'm doing this is about as far as I can reach. If I do this, I can reach out a little bit further. About another, I don't know, 8 inches, 6 inches. without giving up my weight, without giving up my balance. I don't want to reach out and let someone pull me, but I don't mind doing this versus this. Again, my gearbox is working. Now, coming back to the gearbox idea. Like I said, back in the day, I was a gearhead, a couple of guys in the dojo, gearheads as well. So look at the body as a mechanical tool that we're using to defend ourselves. So the spine is our drive shaft. It keeps everything in alignment. If it's not in line with the gearbox and the foundation, you're going to lose balance. You're going to fall. You're not going to be able to execute what you need to execute. Everything's got to be tied in. So as we step, the gearbox turns, boom, the weight drops on the knee, and we punch. Elbow comes back. This elbow comes in, boom, here. I'm always in this frame, this box is kind of where I live in when I'm doing my katas, when I'm thinking about sparring and self-defense concepts. That's one thing. Now let's go to the feet. I don't know if you can see my feet, so I'll use my hands. So in Naihanchi, we have a stance I was always taught it was called Kibadachi, but most people call it Naihanchi-dachi. I personally don't care what it's called. It's the Naihanchi stance. So the toes are in at a 45-degree angle, and most people will take the knees and bend and push them inward, but it's not, in my opinion, correct. What you want to do is you want to push the knees over top your toes. And I'm in the category where going past the toes is good. Remembering this is a Naihanchi kata is a conditioning kata. So the knees are going over top the toes, and then you're going to push the knees out, and it calls tension going into the side of the feet. You don't want the glutes going out. You want to tuck in, engaging your core and your body this way. So bam. This tension, this stance creates tension. It's not a fighting stance, it's a conditioning stance. What it does, it helps us condition the ankles of our feet. That's one of the main things it does. It conditions the ankles of our feet so we don't pronate and supplinate, which causes the knees to buckle in and people walk like penguins. We don't want that. We want to walk with intent. We want to be able to land on our heels and go to our toes. Land the heels, go to our toes. We don't want to land on the heels and have our toes going that direction and waddle like a penguin. So these are my thoughts on the Hachi Kata and kind of where I am at in my training as I'm working these katas. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to add to it, the comments down below. I'd love to hear your input.